It's okay to feel stressed, king. Being a father ain't easy. Being a parent in itself ain't easy. But being a father ain't easy. You know, sometimes you're in situations in your fatherhood journey where you think, nah, man, I want to tap out. We've all been there. Some people don't like to admit it. Some people just tap out and don't say why they're tapping out. They just tap out and don't give no notice. They're just gone. And some people want to tap out, but they don't tap out. But while they're wanting to tap out, they're causing nothing but destruction. And I've been there. I've been that guy. I ain't ever tapped out, but I've wanted to tap out. It's okay, man. It's just about how you really overcome that feeling of wanting to tap out. You see me? Like, I've been a father for nearly 11 years. And I can say with chest, I know it's gonna sound mad, but I can say with chest, out of these 11 years of being a father, I wanted to tap out for majority half of them years. So a good 6 years I've spent in my fatherhood journey wanting to tap out. And I'll be real, that's the honest truth. But I didn't tap out because I knew at the end of the day, I didn't want my dad to tap out. My dad didn't really, he tapped out of my life, but he didn't. Do you know what I mean? But I just wish he stayed more locked in when he did kind of tap out. You know what I mean? So I say that to say, man, just really push yourself. I know it gets hard sometimes. You ain't with the mother of your kids, cool. You ain't got to be with the mother of your kids. But them kids still need you, man. Them kids need you every day. Yeah, you might say, yeah, but I work, this, that, and the other. I go gym, I got this, that, and the other going on. You got to work around that, man. I know it sounds mad. Because, you know, like, you can't be a better version of yourself if you're in self-destruct mode all the time. But the maddest thing about it all is, if you've got kids and you're in self-destruct mode all the time, they feel that, they see that, and that's all they're in. They're just in self-destruct mode all the time. And that is damaging for a child to be in, man. A child shouldn't feel like they don't know who they are, they feel uncomfortable in their own house. They should feel safe, you know? And with all this tapping out, not staying locked in, you know, kids end up not feeling safe, man. So you got to really try and lock in. I know it's hard. It is hard. It's hard for everyone, my G. But sometimes you really have to think of it as a push comes to shove kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the way I see it with being a dad, you either got to duck out so you're not even known to the child. Do you know what I mean? So they ain't got to feel no way about you because they didn't know you, you know? Or you're in it to win it. You're in it full time, man. Like I say, you ain't got to be with the mother of your kid to be in it full time. Do you know what I mean? As long as there's good communication, everything can run nice, everything can run smooth. You can do this co-parenting and still and still make sure your child's got a good upbringing, as long as everyone's getting along. Like I said with this thing the other day to do with Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats, that's all mad, that's all poison. You can't be making the child turn against the other parent like that. It's wrong. I don't know why there's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know why a lot of parents do that. It's just mad spiteful, but yeah, man. Just all that aside, man. Just make sure you're a good dad, man. It's hard to be a good dad, it is. But it's not hard to not make yourself not be a dad. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you didn't want to be a dad from the start, you would have put on that thing. You know what I'm saying? You would have wrapped up. You know what I mean? Like me, I sit here and say in episodes sometimes I couldn't handle the pressure of being a dad when I was young, so I went a bit AWOL with it, and fair enough, you know, that does happen, but them kind of things then need to happen when the child, like, if you're gonna move mad like that, at least make it happen when the child's not even, like, you know, conscious as to know it's happening. But then even then, just don't do it at all, man. Just if you're gonna have a kid from the get-go, man, just try move patterned up. Do you know what I mean? or literally just don't be involved. Because cool, the child's young enough to where they don't even know what's going on, but the mum's still getting hurt by it. And like I've said in previous episodes, children really do, they feel what their mother feels, So if the mum's upset, they're upset. If the mum's hurting, they're hurting. It's just things you've got to take in. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of things people know, but some people don't really deep it, man. Some people don't really actually understand the long-term damages, through certain things. So you have to really explain these things sometimes. With me, I wish, because I say my dad was in my life. He was in and out my life. But times when he was in my life, I wish sometimes he was sober enough to really have these man-to-man conversations with me. And that's why I started this thing, man, because there might be young men who watch my thing who are, I don't know, they could be like 15, 16, maybe younger. My dad died when I was 14. Do you know what I mean? So I wish when I was 14, or even before I was 14, like when I was like 13, my dad had these kind of man-to-man conversations with me, But he didn't. So I've had to learn all this stuff as I'm going along. Do you know what I mean? Like, I became a parent so young, sometimes I feel like I grew up with my son, my eldest son. Do you know what I mean? Like, we grew up together. Because I'm only 18 years older than him, man, which ain't really a lot. It's not a lot at all. But yeah, man. Just try to be a good dad, man. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I guess that's the message I'm trying to put across, man. Just try to be a good dad. Try to be a good parent. Try not let the stresses get to you too much. If you don't want to be a dad, man, wear a Johnny. And if you ain't going to do that, then just be patterned up from the beginning, man. Because I wish I was. I wish as soon as my missus told me that she's going to be having my kid, I wish I was like, yeah, cool, that's it now. That is all that matters to me. Unfortunately, I weren't. And yeah, we are where we are now. Do you know what I mean? We made the best out of the situation and that, and we're happy as anything now. Do you know what I mean? But if I was patterned up from the start, like all the in-betweens we've had, all the bumps in the road we've had, they wouldn't have been there, man. Things would have been calm from the get-go. So it's just a thing to take in, man. Just try to be a good dad, man. It's Father Talks podcast, man. Sonny Real Spit round here. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Salutes and love hearts to you all.